Hello everybody, this is Ghost Hunter 385. I am back with more Warcraft 3 Reforged for everybody, and let's enjoy, shall we? Loktar Nogar, my warriors! Loktar! Subscribe to the channel! Bring your axe! Ring the bell, so that way we may hear the puny humans. And don't forget to like the video. Loktar! Loktar Nogar! Alright, my sense of humor aside here, let's get into today's topic. And today's topic is parents need to be parents.
Someone is watching us.
Not the friend to your children here, for Pete's sake.
Especially you.
Now, I can already sit here and hear some people, Ghost Hunter, what are you talking about? I'm not my kid's friend, I'm their parent. You know, it'd be nice if they considered me a friend. Okay, let me stop you right there. You are not your kid's friend. You are first and foremost their parent. Guide, mentor, you know, whatever. Being your kid's friend is the last thing on that list you want to be. Well, no, it's the last thing on the list you need to be. Let them have their own friends here. Same age, maybe a little older, a little younger, depending, you know, just in that spot, if you will, here. Now, that being said,
good luck, my friend.
Why do I sit here and say this? Because this is the cause of so many modern problems in the United States. Now, we can talk about Sandy Hook and Columbine here as an example of failure of parenting. Now, people will sit there and say, what do you mean? No, it wasn't. We need more gun control. We need more of this. We need more of that. Okay, let's clear something up here really quick.
Your time has come.
In both cases of Columbine and Sandy Hook, the weapons that were used here were not purchased legally. In both cases, the weapons, if memory serves, for Columbine, but most definitely for Sandy Hook, the weapons that were used were stolen.
For honor.
And who were they stolen from? In the case of Sandy Hook, Adam Lanza stole the weapons from his own mother after he ended her.
Yes.
And as for Columbine, if memory serves, they stole the weapons from one of the group's parents, if memory serves. Now, people can sit there and say, oh, if we just had gun control. Look, I'll be honest with you guys right now. It's not going to solve the problem. Because you want to know what they're going to do next if, let's say, they did ban that particular kind of weapon. Guess what they're going to move to? They're going to move to bladed weapons. Weapons with an edge. If you know what I'm talking about. You're talking about things like swords and knives, basically. I don't know if I'm going to get in trouble for saying that, but, you know, that's what happened in the UK. People got so tired of not having the right weapons to use, so instead what did they start doing? A lot of people started using things with an edge. And the government got so frustrated with it, they actually set up places to where you could actually take in kitchen knives here, for Pete's sake. And they would take the edge, not the edge, they take the pointy, they would take the tip of the blade and cut it off of the knife. just as a deterrent. And did it stop people? No.
Yes.
Because guess what? It's illegal to make a firearm in a lot of places without the right
We're under
licenses.
attack.
However, if you grab a piece of steel, file it down, and then you sharpen it, well, that's not really legal now, is it? Because you're just making a tool out of old steel rebar, if you will, here. The point is it doesn't matter how much you legislate the weapons. The weapons are not the problem here. Anyone who says otherwise, make a comment, send me a private message, whatever.
Hello again,
and
outlanders.
I will gladly
These
set up a stream where we
ingredients
can
be
debate
exactly what
this
I need.
properly. To anyone who listens, this is a challenge to anyone. Debate me
Now
properly,
our warriors can heal
and
themselves.
we'll go from there.
Let me give you a little something for the trouble.
But the problem here is
These
it's
wards
not the
contain
weapon.
healing magic.
It's
No doubt you
the
will find
people
them
who need
useful.
to stop it. And the first line here are the parents. Parents of troubled kids are most often the first line that are to protect people. Now, people will sit there and say otherwise, but the thing you have to remember here is what happens. And sadly, very sadly, the truth is that in the case, if memory serves, of Sandy Hook,
Your time
there
has come.
there was actually a warning from the FBI about what he was doing, because apparently he had set up some red flags on his internet search, and then the FBI started tracking him,
For honor.
and the
life for the
FBI
war,
sent
yes.
all the warnings to the local police department, who did nothing. And, we had another tragedy.
What you
As
want?
for Columbine, it was actually discovered that one of
Your insolence
the
astounds
ringleader, I don't remember
You
his name off the
ignorant
top of
brutes
my
shall
head,
only succeed
nor would
in
I like to
dying.
say his name, because I don't like giving him notoriety for what he did, mind you. But
Spirits are
his
restless.
mother had been informed,
For honor.
had been warned many, many times from his high school that, hey, your son's acting a little strange. Hey, your son's acting a little fishy. Hey, your son is doing bad things. It looks like he's plotting bad things with his friends. Hey, you need to do something about this. Did she do anything about it? No, actually, she didn't. And ultimately, what ended up happening was a tragedy. I'm not going to deny that it wasn't a tragedy, but it was her fault. She could have done it. And who was this guy's mother? She still is technically a licensed counselor who believes in be your kid's friend. And she's been going around for a few years now,
Yes.
going around
Dabu.
and using her status or the circumstance, however you want to phrase this here, people, however you want to phrase this, as the mother of the teenage son who did the Columbine incident.
For honor.
And
Yes.
she's making money,
honor.
honey. You know the song?
Yes.
Money, 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 money. The point here is
Dabu.
that she's using a tragedy to
Yes.
profit off of it. And I think that's wrong, considering
honor.
her son was the ringleader who started it.
What?
Excuse me, sorry. But the point here is that if she had
am
actually
the war chief.
intervened and got him help, she could have prevented the incident from happening, or made it a lot harder on him to actually cause the incident. But no, she had to be his friend. She didn't want to be a parent. She did not want the, oh, what's the word here I'm looking for? Oh, yeah, responsibility. She did not want to be responsible. The point here is that as anyone who is a parent, one,
Yes.
you need to stop trying to be your kid's
Research
friend.
complete.
You need to be their parent and enforce the boundaries of what is right and wrong, morally and legally, to facilitate what would happen to that. And for anyone who sits there and says, oh, come on, Ghost Hunter, you can't blame the mom for this. Well, do I blame her for his actions? No. That's like
For honor.
talking about a real
Yes.
DV victim here. And I use the term here, real DV victim, because
For honor.
sadly there are way too many women who play up the angle of,
Dabu.
oh, I'm a victim, I'm a victim.
Your
Yet,
time has
here
come.
she is, in constant peril and danger, putting herself into it for whatever reason. She loves the guy,
For honor.
she cares about the guy, you know, whatever. The point is that in a lot of DV cases,
Dabu.
a lot of women are not
Let's get on with
victim, or they're not all victimless. They've made themselves the victims
I am the
for,
war chief.
you know, whatever, pity, sympathy, you know, take your pick
For
here.
honor.
Now,
Dabu.
with that being said here, you
Yes.
are not your kid's friend. You are their parent. You are their guide in life through what is right and wrong.
Doomhammer.
And, you know, you can sit there and say why you disagree with something. You know, just as an example, I disagree with how we've legislated marijuana because that plant has actually been used medicinally for hundreds of years. I mean, if you actually have marijuana plants near cows, if a cow starts getting sick or it starts getting a stomachache, what does it do? It walks over, starts chowing down on the Mary Jane plant.
For
Then
honor.
once it's done with it, you know, does the cow continue to sit there and eat
For
the plant?
honor.
Nope, it eats it, walks away. There are even places in South America where they actually use it as where they make a tea for altitude sickness. But the point is that we, as parents, for those of us who are parents, here's what we need to do. 1, stop being your kid's friend. 2, properly show your kids right from wrong and give them proper punishment. Now, I'm not saying here, take off your belt and whip them with it here. No. I'm not saying that. I'm saying proper discipline. And you go down the list for what is proper discipline here. I'll do another video about proper discipline later, for those who want my 2 cents here. Number 3, we as parents and the people need to start writing Congress people to change the laws about the definition of what could be considered abusive when it comes to disciplining children. How many stories do you hear of social workers going to hell and high water, basically making people's lives miserable because they disagree with how the parent disciplines a child, yet they will leave other kids to suffer in worse situations? It's terrible. But in any case, this is Ghost Hunter 385 signing off. See you in the next video.